Hiya, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
You want to go do a podcast?
Sure.
Jump in.
Hi there, I'm Jay. What's up? Welcome to Binging Barbie, a Barbie movie podcast. With me, I have my co host. I just love being a mentor and helping someone improve. And John's got so much room for improvement.
Schlonpoofer.
Today, we are finishing up our discussion on Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse. We will be covering episodes 9 through 12 of the Netflix compilation, plus a few extra episodes that for some reason didn't make it into the compilation. And we'll be giving out our final scores for the series as well.
Oh, yes. We made it to the end of this fabulous show with the gorgeousness that is life in that dream house
Yeah.
where it's all chaotic. And then you got Chelsea, who's the only one who's capable of doing a hit and run.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pure chaos. This is once again, this was released May 11, 2012 through September 25, 2015. Created by David YB. And we've talked about all of this in the other episodes, so
All of it.
definitely go back and listen to those if you're curious about the production behind this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's dive right into the episodes. First up, we have episode 9. This is the Netflix compilation order, and this is Best of Fashion.
Oh, my.
So we start out with The Barbie Boutique, episode 14 from July 2012, directed by Kieran Kelly and Todd Resnick, written by Barbara Haynes. And in this one, Barbie decides to open her own boutique.
Yes. But then Raquel does what Raquel does in amazing fashion.
Yeah, no, this has some great Raquel hijinks here. She has the classic nose glasses disguise, tries to sabotage things. Then she actually finds an outfit she likes. Then, of course, ends up getting ruined, so that she puts on Barbie's clothes and looks so odd, wearing the pink shirt and the purple skirt.
I mean, it always looks odd when other people in the Barbie wears Barbie clothes.
Yeah.
You know, it's made for Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just, some classic Raquel hijinks.
We'll get some more of that later on for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she opens the boutique here that we see later. Ken turns into a den at some point.
Yep. This is setting up. This was from a pretty early episode. I think the earliest one we're talking about here. But yeah, just kind of a classic Life of the Dream House. So yeah, next up we have Caddy on the Catwalk. This is episode 25 from February 13, 2013, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Barbie tries to teach Raquel how to walk the catwalk.
Raquel. Honestly, this should have just been titled Best of Raquel.
Yeah, they're all good Raquel episodes here.
Just looking, no, this is mostly Raquel, except for like maybe one episode. So
Yeah, this one is just like classic Barbie and Raquel, where Barbie is actually trying to help Raquel, and Raquel has ulterior motives here. Barbie does genuinely care about helping Raquel, but she is a little bit patronizing. But yeah, they're just a great payoff because we're seeing throughout this episode Barbie's different lessons for how to walk the catwalk, and then Raquel gets out during the fashion show and tries to follow all of the advice, and it goes horribly wrong. Ends up falling into Ken's arms. Ken catches her, but then drops her once Barbie shows up, and he needs to stand up to applaud.
Yeah. Very chivalrous of him.
Yeah. Just kind of classic Raquel and Barbie stuff.
Classic. All right.
Yeah. So next up, we have another Raquel-centric episode, Help Wanted. This is episode 26 from February 2013, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Barbara Haynes. And in this one, Raquel tries to sabotage Skipper's new job at Barbie's boutique.
Oh, Raquel. Like, her first attempt to sabotage was just to drop the clothes onto the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, her I mean, it's also sort of a Skipper-centric episode as well.
Right.
Because we have this idea that Skipper is constantly being fired from her jobs, and there's this question of, is she actually, why is she being fired? And then we see throughout the episode she's sort of bringing in these weird ideas that don't initially work, but eventually she's able to work things out. The makeup bazooka and the makeup bazooka that turns Raquel into Joker.
Yeah. Because Raquel could be even more like Joker, Just...
Yep. Yeah. It is sort of fun to see Raquel try to sabotage Skipper, but actually ends up helping her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's always fun to see Raquel in this show. She is definitely the best character here.
Yeah, she's the most just energetic of the group.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, next up we have what may be one of the best Raquel episodes, Bizarro Barbie, episode 52 from May 28, 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by David Wybe. And in this one, Raquel ends up in an alternate version of Malibu.
Where things are more like the way she wants it to be.
Yes. Yet sort of a riff on It's a Wonderful Life, in that Raquel gets sort of this taste of a different life.
Yes.
Though here it's where she is sort of the main focus, and everyone around her sort of orbits around her, and we get the different versions of the main characters, including my favorite, Barbie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's just sort of like opposite of Barbie. Again, Bizarro Barbie. And yeah, we get this sort of exploration of Raquel's character, where that she does actually seem to like spending time with Barbie and the friends, even as much as she's tried to sabotage them. She does sort of appreciate it, and she ends up leaving this alternate version of Malibu of her own free will.
I love how she enters the world and she just keeps going back and forth. Because it's like obvious that the difference is changing. You have the sirens going off in the background.
Yeah, the different lighting as well, and the and of course Blarby.
Poor Blarby doesn't get anything at the end.
No. Poor Blarby.
Oh.
This is where we get it's Raquel, roll those R's.
Raquel.
Yeah, you're better at it because you could actually roll your R's. I can't.
It took me a really long time to do that. Raquel. Yes. R's are so difficult. You're either born with it or you spend hours trying to do it.
Yep. You either die unable to do it, or you live long enough to see yourself be able to do it.
Yeah. And when you do it, you become a style super squad.
Yes, this is the next episode up here is episodes 46 and 47. This was released in February 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Barbie and her friends go around the world solving different fashion emergencies. They form this style super squad.
Yes. Fashion.
Yeah, oddly enough, this was actually the first 2 episodes I saw of the show. They came as like a bonus feature on one of the DVDs, so I happened to watch that.
Oh. Yes. I noticed that the character designs for their spy outfit just looked like a different show called Totally Spies. which had pretty much the exact same outfit with the same color palettes. So
Okay.
kind of interesting. But yeah, this is before we have our spy squad, I assume.
Yeah, yeah. This is a little while before that.
Hmm.
I forget which DVD it was on. I would have to look that up again. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of a fun little episode. We have a lot of different superhero references. There's some 60s Batman references and some Spider-Man and a few other things here and there.
Right. Yeah. And like apparently nothing can happen without Barbie there.
Yep. Yeah, the whole idea of the second half of the second part of the episodes is without Barbie doing her other jobs that she's so focused on these fashion emergencies, she isn't brokering peace treaties or combining foods that don't need to be combined. So she has to deputize the people she's helping.
Like a pizza flavored cupcake.
I also there's a couple of things that stood out to me in this episode. First is the when they're at control panels, instead of having like sound effects for the beeping noises, it's just the characters going beep beep boop beep boop. Which is, I mean, this is the idea is they're dolls, so that's kind of the thing you do with dolls. The button doesn't actually make a noise, you make the noise yourself. At
Yeah.
one point in the episode, there's a carrier dolphin that gives Barbie a message.
You know, dolphins are very useful. They can they can be smart,
Yep.
be creepy at times, but dolphins are dolphins. Speaking of dolphins, we have Little Bad Dress.
Yep. Episode 48 from March 19, 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Barbara Haynes. And in this one, Teresa's personality changes when she borrows a dress from Raquel.
In this case, Teresa is the dolphin.
Yeah, this is just, she ends up getting soup or something spilled all over her dress, so she borrows a dress from Raquel and becomes more and more like Raquel,
Mm-hmm.
sort of self-absorbed. And yeah, it's just kind of a fun little, you get to see Teresa swapping personalities.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing. Thingamabob.
Yeah, one of the few episodes that takes place in Raquel's house.
Raquel.
Yeah, so a lot of Raquel centric episodes there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, next up, we have, this is one of the longer episodes. This is episode 10, Sisters Fun Day. This was
Sisters
originally
Fun Day.
episode 71, released August 1st, 2015, directed by Patrice Berube, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Barbie flakes out on Sisters Fun Day to direct a music video for Fifth Harmony, the actual girl group.
I have no idea who they are.
You have probably heard one of their songs. I was listening to, because I didn't recognize them. Like, I recognized the name, but I wasn't like, oh, they did this song. So I was looking through their songs and I listened to a couple. I was like, okay, yeah, I've heard these songs and other things.
Yeah.
Like Worth It was one, Work From Home.
Well, this is a longer episode, so there are
Yeah.
character arcs and stakes and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it starts out sort of focused on the Sisters Fun Day thing and Barbie coming up with different various excuses to, the idea is that she has, once every year she takes a day to just have fun with her sisters.
Mhm.
But she's constantly being pulled aside by these different things. She has to direct this music video, and so she's flaking out on that, and Ken's tried to cover for her. But then the same time this is happening, Malibu is going through these flip quakes where, throughout the show they'll have, someone presses a button and it flips, the table turns into a game board or something like that. But
Right.
now this is happening randomly with, a lamppost turns into a refrigerator. So then, as they're after the whole Sisters Fun Day thing, and Barbie finishes the music video and admits to her sisters what she was doing, and then they get tickets to go to the Fifth Harmony concert. So her sisters forgive her, but as they're driving there, quakes are getting worse. So then they come across the batteries that power the world. So they have to readjust those to put them back in position, and then they get to go to the concert.
Barbie got let off so easily.
Yeah. Yeah, she was kind of breaking her sister, like her promise to her sisters.
But then
And
she mentions like this pop band, and they're just all of a sudden okay
yeah.
about it. So
Which, yeah, I think, that's kind of since the show is trying to be more fun than anything else, they don't lean too much into Barbie's arc here, but there is a little bit of that. It is very much, though, undercut by the ending. Now, I will say I like how every one of the excuses, because she's left Midge in charge of the boutique and salon. So all of the excuses, Midge just dyed a customer's hair every color of the rainbow. And she walks past the boutique and someone runs out having their hair dyed every color of the rainbow. And it's the next one is like the fire sprinklers went off and flooded the place, which he runs past. Oh, yep, that actually happened. I like that's just the chaos of the show coming
just
through.
Midge being Midge,
Yep. And then we have Ken helping out throughout the episode. You feel kind of bad for him because he's such a sweetheart for going along with everything, but everything goes wrong for him.
Oh yeah.
There's a reference to Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Ah, the birds, those seagulls.
Yep. There's also a line, I don't know if this stood out to you, but Barbie says, I need to be in two places at once. And Ken says, well, you don't have a twin and there's no time to clone you. Which made me think of The Prestige, which we just recently talked about a few weeks ago here.
That made me think of the later episode we're going to talk about, which
Yes.
apparently was the episode right after this one, it seems.
I believe right before, maybe right after. I don't remember.
Well, I just checked, so it just says it's right after. So.
Okay. Well, you know better than I do.
Yeah, I can read. But yeah, then we have Raquel doing Raquel stuff.
Yeah, she's tried to get in with Fifth Harmony, get in on all their fun, and of course goes very wrong for her, as happens for Raquel.
Oh, Raquel. Raquel.
And then, yeah, we have this fun little song from Fifth Harmony.
Me and my girls.
BARBIE.
Why? Why though? Why did they make a song about Barbie? Was Barbie made known about this?
Yeah, I don't know within the world of the show. I was looking into it a little bit, like the behind the scenes, and it looks like there were Fifth Harmony Barbie dolls that they made go along with this, and it was like a cross promotional thing.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah, just kind of a little fun thing. I think this episode always feels to me a bit like a series finale.
Yeah.
Just sort of because it's a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. The arc of it, ending with the concert. And you get kind of most of the important side characters show up at some point or another. Yeah, next up we have, this is episode 11, Best of Malibu. And it starts out with Sidewalk Showdown, originally episode 70 from July 30, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by David Wybe. And in this one, Barbie and her sisters camp out to get tickets to the Corey Liam Zane concert. Corey Liam Zayn be this parody of like a Justin Bieber type.
Oh, Bieber. Oh, I remember that time. Remember that time?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad we don't hear about Biebs no more.
He'll pop up every once in a while. He still makes music sometimes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
this is just kind of a fun little episode to see Barbie and the sisters.
Mm-hmm. Although, like, they're a bit annoying for, like, Skipper wanting to do his own thing, but, like, they just join in. They don't even learn a lesson. It's just Justin Bieber's just Justin Bieber, and she's like, oh, yeah, this guy's kind of lame.
Yep. Yeah, they show up in the dream camper, and we get the bear. The bear comes back,
Oh, the bear.
and everyone in the line finds out that Barbie's there and starts freaking out about Barbie. And Corey Liam Zayn shows up, but I have a monkey. Barbie has a bear. The bear steps out of the camper. uh, we also get the revelation that Chelsea likes speed metal.
Chelsea. She gets all the best stuff.
Yes. Now, next up, we have Ice Ice Barbie. This is a two-parter, episodes 58 and 59 from October 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Ken builds a machine to make it snow in Malibu.
That title.
Yep.
Snow is fun. Like, you like it for like 5-10 minutes, but then you realize it's cold and wet, and then you just go back inside.
Yep. I mean, that's the plot of the episode. Essentially, they disrupt the climate of Malibu and it gets too cold, so they have to try and shut the machine off.
Yeah, people are vacationing in Siberia because it's so cold.
Yeah, just kind of a fun little episode to see all of the friends interacting and getting along,
Mm-hmm.
or Raquel not getting along with them.
And how Malibuians don't know anything about snow.
It's like sand, but cold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next up, we have Red Carpet Caper. This is episode 63 from April 24, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan. Written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Raquel tries to sabotage Barbie's movie premiere.
What an episode for Raquel. Just, like, so dastardly and then so selfishly kind, I guess, in the end.
It really shows her true character in that she doesn't want to hurt Barbie. She just wants people to acknowledge and appreciate her as much as they acknowledge and appreciate Barbie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so when Barbie actually compliments her, she's like, "Oh, whoops! I shouldn't have set up all of these traps to sabotage Barbie," and ends up going through all of them herself to try and spare Barbie.
How terrible.
Yeah, it's wonderful little Raquel.
What the heck is Barbie's movie about?
Yeah, I don't know, because she's shooting all of these promos and they're different references to different movies. We have a Titanic reference, a Dirty Dancing reference, and a Superman reference.
They weren't promos. They were the final 3 scenes to shoot for the film that releases that very day.
Okay, I missed that. I didn't realize they were still filming it. Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut. Sorry. But still.
Yeah, I like the references. I didn't realize they were all part of the movie and not just promos.
Yeah, what a strange movie. But yeah, we got a very long, close to a full episode of Another Life in Dreamhouse. This time it's 3 episodes.
Yes, Send in the Clones, episode 72 through 74. This is September 2015, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Robin Stein. And yeah, Ken creates a robot clone of Barbie, and then the machine goes haywire and creates a bunch of different clones.
So, here's a fun fact. There are a lot of clone episodes in TV.
Yes.
About half of them are named Send in the Clones, which is just like Send in the Clowns, but like not that very clever changing.
Yeah, I forget what the Phineas and Ferb one is named.
I mean, I'll give you 50-50.
Yeah, I think it might be Finadroids and Furbots. That's the
This,
song, at least.
the dialogue for the robot clones just stick in my head, like at random intervals. Like I was having a nice day, then all of a sudden, "Hi there, I'm Barbie. What's up?" just pops right in. It's like, oh, okay, it's perfect, but still.
Yeah. Hi there, I'm Barbie. What's up? Okay, the Phineas and Ferb episode, for the record, is named I Brobot.
Oh, okay, okay. But great catchphrase.
Hi
Just
there, I'm Barbie. What's up?
tells you everything.
Yeah. We get sort of this exploration of all of Barbie's different jobs where these robots are trying to fill in for Barbie. There's an I Love Lucy reference with the factory shutting down.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
we get
Oh,
some Ryan stuff.
Ryan.
Finds himself with one of these robots that can only say the one catchphrase, and has this. He's so like shallow and self-focused that he doesn't realize that he's having such a one-sided conversation.
He says that like he's had the deepest, most sentimental conversations of the entire day talking to this robot. Oh, Ryan, you goofball, you selfish goofball.
Yep. And then we get just sort of this fun little ending with the tennis robot that Ken created for Chelsea finally getting a happy ending, clones itself to make another tennis robot, and they get married and drive up into the sunset.
See, that's kind of weird. Like,
They're robots.
it's no, but still, it's the same one. It's pretty much Ryan, but there's two of them. But anyway, Best of Pets, episode 12, the last on Netflix. Let's move on.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised they put this one last and not the Sisters Fun Day.
I know, or just like anything else. Why the pets?
Yeah. No, we start off with Going to the Dogs. This is episode 49 from April 2, 2014. Directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Rachel Powell. And in this one, Barbie and her friends' dogs compete in a dog show. We have Taffy and Ken's dog, who is obsessed with Taffy. Then we have Raquel's dog, who
Raquel.
refuses to respond to anything except German.
Well, he understands everything.
Yes, but refuses to respond to it.
Yes.
Unless it's in German. So we get a Schlandpuffer reference.
Schlandpuffer, the last one, yeah. And we get the best dog of the entire show.
Yes, Bananas, Teresa's
Bananas.
stuffed monkey.
And he wins too.
I mean, to be fair, his sandcastle had walk-in closets.
That's a pretty good sand-in castle, you know? Good for the environment and all that. Fun stuff.
Yeah, just kind of a fun little... I like it when the animated comedies do those sort of weird, out-of-nowhere things.
Right, yeah.
Because you're also kind of expecting it the whole episode.
Speaking of weird.
Yes, Going Viral, episode 54 from July 9, 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Barbara Haynes. This one, Raquel and Skipper tried to make a viral video by imitating
uh,
cat memes.
Back in 2014, it's like, oh, those old memes that are just so outdated by then, Steven.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just some fun Raquel being Raquel, and
It's just what Skipper does. Just
yeah.
the tease Raquel, and then the animals just make it even worse.
Yeah. Kind of a fun little episode.
Fun, fun, fun. Just Raquel, Raquel, Raquel.
Yep. Next up, we have Girls' Day Out, episode 55 from July 23, 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Barbara Haynes. And in this one, Barbie and Tawny spend a day together.
Oh, how nice. A horse and a girl.
Yep. It's just Tawny doing human things like going to the mall and eating at a cafe.
Yes.
Turns out she wants to be a dolphin trainer.
I mean, dream big. Yeah. This is like an episode where I noticed one of the recurring jokes where it's like, oh, when I got back from the store, I realized I already had that one in the same color. And they just laugh about it. But yes, fun stuff.
Yeah, I think the sort of what makes this episode fun is the subplot where Blissa and Taffy are feeling left out, so they decide to sneak along and sabotage the day. Only to they're about to swing and knock Barbie and Tawny into the ocean, and they overhear Barbie saying, "Oh, and Blissa and Taffy are gonna love the gifts we got them." So have to make the last second swing themselves into the ocean and sort of get their comeuppance for trying to interfere.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Sure. Yeah.
Just such a fun little moment. Again, it's those like little moments that make the show more than just chaotic comedy, but something that's a little bit smarter as well and more meaningful. Then we have a repeat episode, Plethora of Puppies. This is episode 19 from November 8, 2012. We talked about this first time.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
we're just going to move on to the next one, episode 56 from September 4, 2014. This is Business is Barking, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Barbara Haynes. And in this one, Chelsea starts a salon for pets.
Just great stuff with Chelsea,
Yeah.
And more Raquel.
Yeah, of course, she gets left in charge and things go horribly wrong. The bear shows up again.
The bear. We have an elephant
Yes.
here who mocks Raquel.
Yeah.
Just perfect. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Then we have the telethon, episode 65, May 8, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick, written by David Wybe. And in this one, Barbie and her friends help Chelsea with a telethon to raise money for pet literacy.
Pet literacy.
Now we will talk about this later when we get to a different Barbie TV show that also has Chelsea stumping for pet literacy. I wonder if it's like a reference to like a Barbie set or something. I'll have to look that up.
Maybe. But I just love opening in on this episode with all the people on the phone lines just collecting claws. And then you just have Raquel being like, "Give me your money."
And Midge ordering pizza. Did you catch that?
Yes, I did.
We also get Midge the rapper. She's a surprisingly good rapper for being Midge.
Yeah.
Nikki
Midge
sings an opera song
for a very quick segment.
Yep.
And then Raquel and Ryan just ruined the whole thing where they lose money.
Yeah.
Negative money.
Yeah. Go from millions pledged to negative $200,000 pledged. So then, in sort of this desperate last attempt, Chelsea announces that the last item up for auction is a date with Barbie. They get a donation so big that they won't have to do this ever again.
Oh
Then it cuts
boy.
away to Ken giving his credit card number because he's the one who won the date.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's just so wholesome.
It is. Yeah.
Also,
Honestly, this is the episode that I felt should have ended this whole like bunch
okay.
of episodes. It just was like nice thing to round things up, but like you have the next one, which is apparently the one before. But no, the end stinger for this episode is like, don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Yep. Then take them to the library. Now, next up, we have this is the last episode in the Netflix run, Mission Impossible, episode 64 from May 1st, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Barbara Haynes. And in this one, Barbie and Ken go out on a date, and the pets decide to have their own day out and have to avoid Barbie and Ken. Yeah, this is just kind of a fun little episode. Lots of
Yeah.
different visual gags.
Right, yeah.
They go to the movie theater and attend a screening of Paws instead of
Pause.
Jaws.
Blissa loved that one.
Yes.
She's done worse.
No, I've seen worse. I've done worse. I think she did murder those puppies in Plethora of Puppies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just kind of a fun little episode.
Yeah. But those were all the episodes that were on Netflix. But apparently there were some more.
Yeah, because I printed out a list of all of the episodes and I was checking them off as we're going along, and I'm like, wait a second, there's missing episodes here. So oddly enough, there are 7 missing episodes, which is enough for a full other compilation episode on Netflix. So I don't know why they didn't just put them all together.
I don't know. Maybe they forgot.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. I think there's certain ones where it's like, oh, because all of the episodes with Grace are not in the Netflix compilation, so it's like that's kind of odd. But anyway, we'll go chronologically through these. So the first one is Party Foul, episode 6 from May 25, 2012, directed by Todd Resnick, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Barbie and Nikki go to Raquel's party, and Raquel has intentionally given them the wrong instructions, so they're wearing casual clothes and show up and everyone's in ball gowns. So then they have to switch clothes. Then, oh no, everyone's wearing swimwear, so they have to switch clothes. So it's just kind of a fun little thing. I think this is in the pool party episode when Raquel talks about being upstaged by Barbie at her party. I think this is what she's referencing. This episode here.
Right, yeah. I did not watch most of these, so I can't put input.
Yeah. Then we have I Want My BTV, episode 12 from July 6, 2012, directed by Kieran Kelly and Todd Resnick, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Ryan tries to direct a music video that's also a big fart joke. This is just another episode with a lot of fun little visual gags. Things go wrong, and Ken is trying desperately to keep, because of course Ryan's directing the music video, so he wants to kiss Barbie for the music video, but Ken keeps stopping him. And this is the one, if you remember the recap episode where they have the clip of
Yes.
Ryan almost kissing a horse, kissing Tawny. That's from this episode.
Okay.
And then in the end, Barbie just kind of takes over and becomes the director of the video to get it done with. So makes more sense why she would later then direct a video for Fifth Harmony if she has experience here as a music video director.
Of course.
Then we have Doll versus Dessert. This is episode 53 from June 11, 2014, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Barbie and Teresa compete against Raquel and Ryan on a baking
Raquel,
competition. Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, this is just kind of like a baking competition episode. It does add a bit of depth to Ryan because turns out he's actually a good baker. But Raquel interferes and his bake ends up on the floor. So the judge
Oh,
comments that, this has a hint of floor. So it reminded me
floor,
of the floor cakes from,
floor cakes. Portia.
yeah, Princess Charm School. Portia would fit really well into Life in the Dreamhouse. I
Oh,
mean,
she,
Teresa's already kind of a Portia.
but not as mellow.
Yeah, yeah,
We need that mellow Teresa.
yeah. Yeah, this was a fun one just in terms of like adding a little bit of depth to Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have New Girl in Town. This is episode 61 from March 5, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick, written by David Wybe. And in this one, Barbie meets Grace, who's a new character to this episode. No, only is in a few episodes, which is kind of odd. They kind of position her as a new member of the group, but she actually doesn't show up in any of the Netflix episodes.
Mm.
So she doesn't have a huge role, but she's sort of very much like science and precision and figuring everything out. Yeah, she's kind of a fun character. It feels a little bit late though in the show, 10 episodes from the end to be introducing a completely new character.
I mean, they're probably hoping for the show to continue more. So
Yeah. Yeah, I do wonder when it was decided that the show was ending and who decided it. But yeah, next up we have another Grace episode. This is Malibu's Empirical Emporium this is episode 62 from April 18, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Barbie and Grace start a science-focused store at the mall. It's just a fun store. There's glitter dinosaur skeleton. There's a clone your own dinosaur kit, like Jurassic Park style,
uh
cold
huh.
fusion reactors and hoverboards and all this fun sci-fi stuff. But yeah, kind of a parallel episode to the Barbie's boutique episode, but more science focused. And then we have Don't Bet on It. This is episode 66 from May 15, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick and Andrew Tan, written by David Wybe. And in this one, Barbie and her sisters challenge each other to avoid their obsessions.
This is what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the idea is, Barbie likes talking with Ken and Skipper likes all of her gadgets and Stacy likes sports and Chelsea likes stuffed animals. So they all
Mm-hmm.
try and go cold turkey to see who will crack first.
Well, they're all a bunch of addicts.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of playing with that idea to see who will resist the temptation best. And they kind of just cave at the same time though. I think Skipper was skirting the rules there. She has smart glasses that she's wearing the entire time.
Remember when smart glasses were still a thing?
Yeah. Not too surprised they didn't catch on more. They're a little bit intrusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next up, we have Dissin Cousins. This is episode 67 from May 22nd, 2015. And this is directed by Todd Resnick, written by Robin Stein. And in this one, Ken's cousin Ben comes for a visit.
Mm.
So we get to meet Ben. He's just kind of a fun character. He's Ken, but more competent in a way that makes Ken feel a little bit inadequate, unfortunately. But of course, the Ken and Barbie have a reconciliation at the end of the episode. We get to see the bear again. Turns out Ben can speak to bears, so we get to hear about the bear. Yeah, just another fun episode. Then we have Alone in the Dreamhouse. This is episode 68 from May 29, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick and written by Allison Bloom, who's a musician actually who worked on Monster High and Ever After High. Yeah, then this one, Barbie and her sisters accidentally leave Chelsea home alone. And it's the
Home
plot of Home
Alone.
Alone.
Yes. No. Yeah, they had that garden sculpture thing of Chelsea doing the screaming face. If that wasn't a giveaway of what the episode was about, because it caught my eye, was like, why is there a thing of Chelsea? But then it made sense when the plot started to happen. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they even have like the jumping on the bed and the sledding down the stairs, though in this case it's with a surfboard into the pool.
She's playing poker again.
Yes. It's just and then she's fighting off Raquel and Ryan hear her listening to speed metal in the house. And so they think someone's being an intruder and show up and try to break in. And Chelsea has to defend the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just kind of a fun episode. This is one of the ones where I'm like, oh, I wonder if the reason this didn't make it into the Netflix compilation is because it's Chelsea being a little bit violent.
Maybe.
But I don't know. It's not like the show has avoided Chelsea's bad behavior in other episodes, so yeah, don't really know. Then we have Mooning Over You. This is episode 69 from June 26, 2015, directed by Todd Resnick, written by Barbara Haynes, and in this one, Barbie and Ken go on a mission to mine a space rock.
As you do.
Leads to the classic line that Ken says, "In space, no one can hear you scream." Mm-hmm. With joy.
There's a lot of like space movie references in this one.
Yeah.
Like you have Apollo 13, I guess a little bit of Space Odyssey, but that's stretching a bit.
Yeah, it's just a fun little change of pace for the show.
Gravity, maybe?
Yes, because, I mean, you have the sort of weird Barbie Life of the Dreamhouse stuff of, like, the moon is made out of cheese, but then you have this, like, terrifying thing of Ken keeps accidentally floating into space, and, like, yeah, gravity, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that is terrifying as a concept for this, but it's Life in the Dreamhouse-ified.
You know, he floats off, but like halfway through he stops to take a selfie.
Yeah.
You know, priorities, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like, why didn't this make it into the Netflix compilation? I don't understand with these episodes because they're fun. Then we have the Fantasticist Journey, which is not how it looks like it should be said, but I think that's how it's supposed to be said.
It sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen this title before, and I'm like, what? The Fantasticest Journey? But no, I think it's supposed to be the Fantastic-est Journey. Not cest, but kest.
Cest.
Anyway, this is episode 75 from September 25, 2015. So this would actually be the final episode after the Send in the Clones. Directed by Todd Resnick, written by David Wybie, and in this one, classic animated episode thing, Barbie and Ken get shrunk down and go inside Taffy to retrieve a present that Taffy swallowed.
I never liked these episodes. They're too gross. Especially now as an adult, I'm like, oh no.
Now, I think the reason this one got a pass from me is that Taffy's insides are all plastic, because she's a plastic doll.
I was even more gross that they didn't have any like protective wear, and was like, oh no.
Yeah, this one, I think the reason I made you watch this one is the Star Wars reference.
Oh yeah.
Actually, multiple, because there is when Ken gets out of the plane, he says, "I have a bad feeling about this." And of course, when they're escaping from Taffy, they are flying up and the jaws are closing, and
Space Slug.
yeah, that's the scene I always forget about in Empire Strikes Back. I was like, oh yeah, that scene.
We don't see many space slugs.
No. There's always
Anyway.
that's the Star Wars thing. There's always like the one weird creature that they have to fight off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, that was and then we also have, this is an episode that was never released in the US. So I don't have much information about it. It's called You Go Gert. Written by Alison Bloom. I don't have a director's name because the version that was released is only in Portuguese
Mm.
and with no credits. But in this one, Barbie and Teresa try to find Teresa's like talent. I think that's how I'm going to interpret it.
Yeah.
Because it's in Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. I put on English subtitles. It's like auto generated and auto translated, and it was incomprehensible. So that I switched to Spanish, and it was slightly more comprehensible because Portuguese and Spanish are similar. Then I just turned on the Portuguese subtitles because they're similar enough that I can kind of read Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to kind of get some of the plot. It is a little confusing, probably partially because I don't speak Portuguese, but also because I thought Teresa already kind of had a talent, which was her baking. They introduced that in the episode where Barbie is trying to make the cupcakes, but then it comes back in the baking competition episode. Here she
Mm-hmm.
tries to make the cupcakes and they're filled with hair. I don't know.
It is strange that this is an episode that was not released.
Yeah. And it features Grace, so it's a relatively later episode.
Mm.
Um, I,
Something happened.
yeah, I don't know if they decided to switch direction or what was going on. Um, yeah, I don't know much about why they wouldn't have aired it or what. Yeah,
It looks like there's another episode called Attention Shoppers.
yes, that one is unreleased.
Hmm.
Um, maybe I could find it, but I don't think it's.
No, it doesn't look like you can find it, but no. It's just strange. Just 2 episodes or, I guess, lost media of some sort.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
yeah, it is. I do kind of wonder, yeah, what led to the end of Life in the Dream House, if it was we feel like we've gotten to the end of the series, or if it was some higher up bringing an end to it.
It's probably Netflix.
Well, because Netflix wasn't the one releasing the show, though. It was being released on YouTube, I think. So it would have been Arc Productions, or actually, that might be because Arc Productions was going bankrupt around this time. So that might be why the show ended.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, very very briefly, I wanted to sort of go through what are our favorite episodes of this bunch, and then we'll talk about our overall thoughts on the show as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of this bunch,
Yeah.
I'd probably say Send in the Clones.
Okay.
It's the one that I remember the most.
Yeah, I really like Send in the Clones. I also like Bizarro Barbie.
Oh yeah.
Um, Good Raquel episode. The red carpet caper as well. Great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Sisters Fun Day. I mean, the longer episodes are always kind of fun. Yeah, there aren't as many episodes here that I don't like as much. I like all of these episodes for the most part.
Yeah. There was not enough Schlon Poofa, to be honest.
Nope. And I wonder if we watch these chronologically, if it's a bit more spread out that way.
Probably.
Yep.
Schlon
I
Poofa.
I also like Alone in the Dreamhouse and Mooning Over You of the extra episodes. Those are two really great episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That again, I don't know why those don't did end up in the Netflix compilation.
I
But
guess
yeah.
they can only do 12.
Yeah, I don't know. I was wondering if maybe there's like a rights issue, like if there's a song or something. Because that'll sometimes be. That's why certain like movies from the 80s or 90s are impossible to find,
Mm.
because there'll be like a rights issues with a song. But yeah, anyway, on to our sort of general thoughts on the series. We haven't talked about our scores yet because we were just going to do them all together here.
Yeah.
Um,
I love this show.
yeah,
It's so fun. It's entertaining. It's This is what I want from a Barbie movie.
yeah, yeah, and I think this is I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is sort of the most similar of any of the other Barbie media to the Greta Gerwig film.
Right, yeah.
Though this is a bit more sort of chaotic and
Mm-hmm.
silly.
Should we move on to our scores?
Yeah. So I gave the story here a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know, the way these episodes are condensed is really brilliant, and you get, they're all very short and yet they all tell full satisfying stories. And then it's just so clever, the writing and the visual gags and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the plots aren't generally too complicated. Again, these are 3 to 4 minute episodes, but everything else just works so well that I really always enjoy watching these.
Mm-hmm. I gave the story a 4. I like the plots. I do personally think that with them being a shorter length, we lose a lot of depth that could happen. And sometimes the jokes have to be cut short so that we can end the episode in a strange manner. But overall, pretty solid fun.
Yeah. Next up, we have the characters, which I gave a 5 out of 5. I think
The
that is
characters,
the
yeah.
strongest part of the show, is seeing these characters and their development, and especially Raquel. But everyone is fun. Like Raquel is
Everyone
fun. Chelsea,
is memorable.
yeah,
They all have something to do. They all have a quirk that's just distinctly them.
yeah. Even like Closet and the bear and these like side characters that sometimes pop up and sometimes don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you gave them a 5 out of 5 as well.
I did, yes.
Now we're also agreed on our animation scores here with
Mm-hmm.
4.5 out of 5.
I love the toy look.
Yeah,
It just the world looks like a toy. The characters look like a toy. I know that the Greta Gerwig film tries to do that, but they still look like humans. Here, you can get away with so much. You could do with the articulation of older characters. It's so much fun. The facial expressions are expressive. Like,
yeah.
sure, yeah, there's a lot of background recolors, but like, who cares?
And honestly, like especially in the later episodes, the animation looks good, like sharp and clear, and
Mm-hmm.
the movement is very, very expressive, and you get a lot. It's a simple style, but that simplicity allows them to create a very distinct world and distinct characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also so many good visual gags. Throughout all of these episodes, we have those cutaway moments or like background details, and
Yeah. Just the small Easter eggs hidden throughout the episodes, like the Schlan Poofa.
yep. There's the in the Bizarro Barbie, there's a cardboard, one of the Ryan cardboard cutouts in the background, like flipped upside down, so it's just you see the cardboard outline. But I saw it in the background and immediately knew, oh, that's the Ryan cardboard cutout, because we
Yeah.
see that so much in other episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, for the voice acting, oh, I might need to raise my score for the voice acting. I'm
Voice
gonna agree with
acting,
you.
just I keep thinking about it, and it's like I know that I really like Kate Higgins as Barbie. Like
Yep.
outside of Kelly, she's probably the second best or the best Barbie. But what really rings my score, since you've just raised it up, we both have a 5. It's all the rest of the characters too. They
Yeah.
all sound really good. Like they're all great. They all fit the character. Some of the struggles with like all the other Barbie movies is that sometimes you have side characters that just don't quite sound right, or they don't sound as memorable.
Yeah.
Each character just sounds good. They're a cartoon character and they work really well for those characters. Like Raquel. Raquel. I can't imagine anyone
Yeah.
else to be Raquel.
Yeah, that's Haviland Stillwell as Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. We have Sean Hankinson as Ken. Really, really fun. Paula Rhodes plays Skipper and Stacy, and great job creating two very distinct characters.
Yeah.
Laura Giro plays Chelsea. Absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
I also want to shout out Ashlyn Madden, who plays Midge, and sort of
Mm,
brings a lot to that character with her voice, sort of this very
mm-hmm.
distinct. And then Todd Resnick, who directed most of the episodes, plays Closet.
Oh.
I got another sort of memorable side character.
He needed more time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wonder what it would take for them to reboot this, and if they could match the level of quality.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to work hard.
I know this has been like since the Barbie movie came out, this has been occasionally trending on Netflix as like their
Mm,
top show. So there is definitely interest.
yeah.
And I've definitely seen a lot of online chatter of people, clicking on it because, oh, I wonder what this is, and then discovering the show is actually quite good. So yeah, I'd love to see more, but with the caveat that it would have to be similar quality to this, because this is
This
all
is,
around just really good.
yeah, it's peak comedy for Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah, we next up we have the music, which I gave a 4.5 out of 5. I love the theme song and the different little musical cues, and the Fifth Harmony song is great. I like all of it.
Right. Yeah, I give it a 4. It didn't stand out to me as much outside of the main theme, but overall, pretty good.
Yeah. Now this
It,
leaves me with a final score of 23.5 out of 25, which is a 94% or a 4.7 on our 5-star scale.
and I have a 22.5, which is a 90% or 4.5 5-star rating.
Yeah, I think there's an argument that this is the best piece of Barbie media out there.
I I I will say that. Yes, it probably is.
I mean, Princess and the Pauper and Magic of Pegasus are definitely up there, and
You know,
I would say the Gerwig film is also up there for
if you
me.
want your traditional style of media, sure. go watch those classic films. But if you want like short bursts of chaos and Raquel,
Yes.
then this is the show for you.
Yeah. It's just wonderful and so much fun talking about this. And I kind
Yes.
of suspect that the next Barbie shows won't be quite as much fun, but
We will make them fun.
yes.
We will come up with headcanons to just ruin the show and just make it interesting for us.
Yeah. I've seen a couple, and I mean, they aren't bad, but they're not, Life in the Dream House.
No, Life in the Dreamhouse is just such a high standard.
Yeah. Yeah, and like for a show that was released on YouTube, like this was not their main priority for the Barbie team, and yet they made something really special out of it.
Yeah, they got away with so much stuff too.
Yeah, maybe that sort of lack of company oversight, because they were probably focusing more on the bigger name projects, maybe that let them have a little bit more freedom.
Yeah. But we've come to the end of this road here. We've finished this Barbie show.
Yep.
On to the next, I suppose.
Yeah, that will be in a couple weeks, but yeah, thank you everyone for listening. Make sure to follow us on social media. We are Binging Barbie Podcast on Instagram and Tumblr, Binging Barbie on Twitter, and Serialized, which just recently made that account so we can add this show there. And we are Binging Barbie, a Barbie movie podcast on Letterboxd. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a 5-star review. We really appreciate that. And we will be back later this week with an episode on Christopher Nolan's Insomnia. And then in a couple of weeks, we will start our dive into Barbie Dreamtopia with an episode on the Dreamtopia movie.
Oh.
So yeah, thank you everyone for listening.
Bye, I'm Barbie. What's up?